it's like going. Tyler, obviously, maybe a chaotic time over the last several months, a year or so, that you've sort of clicked for you lately. What has happened in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks for it to really come together for you?
For me, it's just being consistent, getting 1% better every day. There's obviously things out of your control, whether that's losing a football game or, outside noise, but like just being consistent day in and day out. I feel like just doing the same thing every day, trying to get better, and then eventually it clicked.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, Tyler, there was a period of time last year, obviously, when Kenan went down. You were one of the guys that kind of filled in for him and a few other guys. What did you learn, I guess, from that time, and how do you feel like that kind of helped you things this way?
So what I definitely learned from Kenan being down, Kenan was a great player here, very influential to me and some of the other guys who played the position. Definitely preparation. I feel like that's one big thing Kenan taught me because he always prepared, always brought notes to me. So, I feel like when I got in the game, I could have been more prepared, if that makes sense. So, preparation is definitely something I learned from those times, and just working on how I prepare for games.
Bill said that you had put on maybe like 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I guess what you kind of do to, improve your body in that way and get stronger.
Well, could you repeat that?
Yeah, to improve your body and get stronger, I guess what were some of the things you did to kind of have that?
Moses and the nutrition staff did a great job coming in, whether that was running bouts, doing a lot of squatting, and just focusing on my eating and, habits outside the football facility helped me put on that way. So,
Aaron?
Yeah. Tyler, you guys have 20 sacks the last 4 games. That's most of the country during that period. What do you think is working best in terms of your ability to get after the Packers as a team?
the back end is doing a phenomenal job looking at receivers, so that's giving me, Melly, and some of the other guys time to get back there. And just everyone doing their jobs. It's that simple, everyone doing their jobs, whether that's covering, whether that's us getting to the quarterback, whether that's linebackers getting to their drops or covering who they need to cover. So I think that's kind of what's clicked.
Yeah. To follow up on that, you come in, there's a new staff, so you got to learn a little bit of a new scheme. They're developing you guys as players, so that takes time. I mean, is it a comfort with what you guys are doing, like mentally with the reps and everything? Is it the development? Is improving your skill set? Is there an element that you think stands out in that regard, one or the other, maybe?
Could you repeat that?
Is it a comfort with what you guys are doing schematically? Maybe early on you're having to figure it out.
Yeah.
You've had time. Is it the personal development? All of you getting a little bit better. What do you think?
I think it's a little bit of all of that. Of course, coming with a new DC, guys coming from different places, it takes time to learn the system and learn exactly your job. So I feel like once everyone got that and we got closer as a team, I feel like that's when the thing started clicking the most.
Michael?
Tyler, you guys have kind of a unique schedule coming up with all 3 of your next games being in the state, all the Tobacco Road schools. I'm curious, as an in-state guy from Cary, how much do you look forward to these types of games where a lot of the guys on the other team, it means a lot to the fans, it means a lot to the players?
Oh yeah, it definitely means a lot to me. State came in here last year, playing their flag in the middle of our field, and we didn't come out with a victory against Duke. And we played Wake Forest. Yeah, we played them last year. So, it's definitely a big in-state rivalry. It means a lot to me and a lot of other guys. So I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Noah?
Tyler, what was the process like for you deciding that you wanted to stay here? And then what were some of the conversations that you had with Bill Belichick, not only about that, but then also about the added weight? Was that something that you talked to him about of wanting to do? What were those conversations like?
So as far as gaining weight, that's kind of something I've always known I needed to do coming into college. I came in at 190 pounds playing defensive end. You don't really hear too many guys coming in that light and playing a lot of meaningful minutes. So other coaching staff have kind of told me, okay, that's one of the main things. And what was the other part of your question?
Just the process of wanting to be here and stay here.
This is home to me. I'm from here, grew up here mostly, so I love Carolina. I love the university. It's a great degree, great football program. So, that's why I stayed.
Pat?
Tyler, given all that, like how much this place means to you and playing here, how hard was it? Maybe just kind of wait your turn and contrast that with just how rewarding it's been to have this moment now.
It's definitely challenging, but that's something, you got to leave up to God, because patience is definitely something that's important when it comes to going to any level of football, whether that's going from middle school to high school to college to NFL. You're going to have guys in front of you that are older, that have been here, that have done it. So, just being patient and controlling your processes and just getting better 1% within yourself, I think that's what's very important.
Grant?
And you mentioned that you were 190 pounds coming in to Chapel Hill. Like, what was the process of you gaining all that weight? And like, how did UNC help you in that aspect?
I mean, Amber and her staff do a great job with, meals, making sure like, okay, this is what you need to be eating, this is how much you need to be eating, this is how many calories you need to be eating. And once I really honed in, okay, I need to take shakes home, I need to, pack meals and go home and eat those when I'm bored or something. I feel like once that started to kind of click in my brain a little bit more, I think that's when the weight started to get added on, especially with the weight program also. Like, we're running a lot in the summer, there's a lot of demand from your body, so I feel like that kind of forced me to eat a little bit more, so yeah.
And I have another question too. In regards to your sack total, right now you have 7. Before the bye week, you didn't have any. Was this always something that was coming and just never really clicked? And what's kind of happened with your rise?
It's just maximizing opportunities. I feel like I've had opportunities before, that bye week to, get sacks, but I've really been trying to hone in and practice on, okay, maximizing my reps and maximizing the opportunities that do come to me in practice and letting that translate to the game.
Adam?
Tyler, I was wondering with the run that you and Melkart have been on, has anybody given you guys a nickname?
No, not yet.
Would you have a nomination for what would be a good nickname for the defensive front, or Melkart himself because he's going crazy, or you? Like, this is, it seems like there should be a nickname for this bunch.
I honestly don't have one for you right this second.
All right.
I'm gonna get back to you right now.
Was there a particular coaching point or something highlighted on film that helped you unlock this version of yourself?
Really just effort and violence, bro. Like, if you really want it, you'll get it. So, coaches investing in me, just telling me to, focus on my job and focus on making the plays that come to me. Because when you try to overcompensate and do someone else's job, you actually end up not doing your own job, and you kind of mess up the plays that come to you. So, I feel like that was kind of a main emphasis for me.
Yeah. Any particular conversation about that effort and violence that you remember with either Coach Belichick?
I feel like that's kind of like the mentality around here. Like, when we want to play violent, we want to play fast. So, Coach Ty Nichols, that's my coach. He just said, just go out there, play fast, violent, and know what you're doing and how to do it. So, I took that seriously.
Michael?
Tyler, getting back to Melkart, I'm curious, as someone who sees him every day and has the insider info, what has made him so effective in the last 4 or 5 games where he can really just take over a game?
I mean, he's been probably one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent guy on the team from the offseason. And, some things don't always show, like, what's going on behind closed doors, but he's been the most consistent since the offseason, in my opinion. And God's timing is God's timing, so that consistency is starting to show, and he's dominating, so I love it.
Shelby?
I'm curious, just your perspective when we just had Coach Belichick out here talking about, Veterans Day, the importance of that, and his ties to that, but just what's, has he or other coaches, or the other coaches just shared with you guys kind of the importance of the day and just kind of UNC's ties?
Yeah, so Coach Trent, he was in the military, and Coach Preef, he was in the military also, and a couple other guys on the staff. They got in front of the team and, just expressed to us, like, what Veterans Day means to them, and, like, how to approach people who've been in the military on this day, and, just how to show respect to people in the military. That makes sense, so, yeah.
Yeah, any more, like, current military members that have came and spoke to you guys, or?
Not that I can recall.
Last one for Adam.
Tyler, going back to the rivalry games here at the end of the season, Wake, Duke, State to end it, I was wondering if you felt like, this sort of raises the stakes in terms of ending the season to have these, as opposed to them being spread out throughout the year, you know what I mean? Like to have them back to back to back. Would you say that's what it does, or how do you look at it from your perspective in terms of the stakes?
Yeah, we understand it's going to be intense. It's going to be a lot of emotion in all 3 games, but we got to focus on Wake Forest right now. So that's what we're honed in on. We're focused on going out there, dominating, doing our jobs, so that then we can go into the next week and do the same thing. So, it definitely means a lot to the whole team, week in, week out. So we just got to continue to get better, have a great week of practice, and go out and dominate.
Perfect. Good stuff, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyler.